Welcome to Memory Master Trivia Night, the show that rewinds 1 month in history to test what you remember. In this episode, we're heading back to October 1974. Are you ready to time travel? Let's begin. Question number 1. On October 30th, Muhammad Ali faced George Foreman in Kinshasa, Zaire. What was this legendary fight called? A. The Thrilla in Manila. B. The Rumble in the Jungle. C. The Fight of the Century. D. The Clash of Champions. The answer is B. The Rumble in the Jungle. Ali reclaimed the heavyweight title in one of the most iconic boxing matches of all time. Question number 2. On October 17th, a Major League Baseball team captured its third straight World Series title. Which team was it? A. Los Angeles Dodgers. B. Boston Red Sox. C. Cincinnati Reds. D. Oakland Athletics. The answer is D. Oakland Athletics. The A's defeated the Dodgers to clinch their third consecutive championship, solidifying their dynasty of the early 1970s. Question number 3. On October 1st, a horror film premiered that would later define the slasher genre. Which film was it? A. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. B. Halloween. C. Carrie. D. The Exorcist. The answer is A. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Tobe Hooper's low-budget film shocked audiences with its raw terror and went on to influence decades of horror movies. Question number 4. On October 13th, a famous American television host died of esophageal cancer at age 73. Who was he? A. Johnny Carson. B. Ed Sullivan. C. Jack Parr. D. Dick Cavett. The answer is B. Ed Sullivan. He was one of the most influential figures in TV history, remembered for introducing countless stars to American audiences. Question number 5. On October 26th, Dionne Warwick and the Spinners topped the Billboard Hot 100. Which hit song was it? A. Walk On By. B. I'll Never Love This Way Again. C. Then Came You. D. That's What Friends Are For. The answer is C. Then Came You. It became Warwick's first ever number 1. One single and a signature duet hit of the 1970s. Question number 6. On October 4th, a major U.S. bank collapsed in what was then the largest bank failure in American history. Which bank was it? A. Franklin National Bank. B. Continental Illinois Bank. C. Bank of America. D. Chemical Bank. The answer is A. Franklin National Bank. Its collapse shook confidence in the financial system during the mid-70s. Question number 7. On October 18th, a popular rock band released an album, It's Only Rock and Roll. Which band was it? A. The Rolling Stones. B. The Who. C. Led Zeppelin. D. Pink Floyd. The answer is A. The Rolling Stones. The album became another commercial success, featuring tracks like the title song and Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Question number 8. On October 11th, President Gerald Ford signed which law creating the Nuclear Regulatory Commission? A. Energy Reorganization Act. B. Federal Energy Management Act. C. Atomic Energy Reform Act. D. Nuclear Safety and Control Act. The answer is A. Energy Reorganization Act. It split the Atomic Energy Commission's duties, forming the NRC and the Energy Research and Development Administration. On October 25th, a famous Soviet composer premiered his 15th string quartet in Leningrad. Who was he? A. Igor Stravinsky. B. Sergei Prokofiev. C. Dmitri Shostakovich. D. Pyotr Tchaikovsky. The answer is C. Dmitri Shostakovich. It became his last string quartet, remembered for its dark and reflective mood. Question number 10. On October 18th, in his debut with the Chicago Bulls, who became the first NBA player to record a quadruple-double? A. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. B. Bill Walton. C. Nate Thurmond. D. Elvin Hayes. The answer is C, Nate Thurmond. He made history as the first player ever to officially complete a quadruple-double, and he did it in his very first game with Chicago. Question number 11. On October 1st, the first female journalist was allowed into a Major League Baseball team's locker room following a game. Who was she? A, Rachel Robinson, B, Anita Martini, C, Marjorie Snyder, D, Linda Cohn. The answer is B, Anita Martini. She broke a major gender barrier when Dodgers manager Walter Alston allowed her into the locker room after they clinched the NL West title. Question number 12. On October 15th, a rising American singer-songwriter released his second album, The Heart of Saturday Night. Which artist was it? A, Bruce Springsteen, B, Tom Waits, C, Bob Dylan, D, Neil Young. The answer is B, Tom Waits. The 1974 album showcased his jazzy, late-night storytelling style and cemented his reputation as a unique voice in American music. Question number 13. On October 3rd, a young woman disappeared in Utah, later identified as one of the earliest victims of which notorious serial killer? A, John Wayne Gacy, B, David Berkowitz, C, Ted Bundy, D, Richard Ramirez. The answer is C, Ted Bundy. His killing spree spread through multiple states during the 1970s, making him one of America's most infamous criminals. Question number 14. On October 10th, who led the Labour Party to victory in the UK general election? A, Edward Heath, B, Harold Wilson, C, Margaret Thatcher, D, Jeremy Thorpe. The answer is B, Harold Wilson. He guided Labour to a narrow majority in the House of Commons, marking his second election win in 1974. Question number 15. On October 14th at the 8th Country Music Association Awards, who won Entertainer of the Year and Album of the Year for A Very Special Love Song? A, Conway Twitty, B, Charlie Rich, C, Merle Haggard, D, George Jones. The answer is B, Charlie Rich. He took home both top honors, while Olivia Newton-John won Female Vocalist of the Year. Question number 16. On October 13th, 1974, the singer of My Way performed at Madison Square Garden in a televised concert. Who was he? A, Elvis Presley, B, Frank Sinatra, C, Tony Bennett, D, Johnny Cash. The answer is B, Frank Sinatra. His main event show, broadcast across the Western Hemisphere, became one of his most iconic performances. How's it going so far? Let's move on to the next question. Question number 17. On October 30th, which Angels pitcher threw a record 100.9 miles per hour fastball? A, Tom Seaver, B, Nolan Ryan, C, Steve Carlton, D, Jim Palmer. The answer is B, Nolan Ryan. The Hall of Famer was legendary for his blazing fastball, cementing his reputation as one of baseball's hardest throwers. Question number 18. On October 9th, which German businessman, remembered for saving over 1,000 Jews during the Holocaust, died at age 66? A, Simon Wiesenthal, B, Otto Frank, C, Rudolf Höss, D, Oskar Schindler. The answer is D, Oskar Schindler. His heroic actions during World War II were later immortalized in the novel Schindler's Ark and the film Schindler's List. Question number 19. On October 11th, which singer-songwriter released his third studio album, Street Life Serenade, featuring the hit song, The Entertainer? A, Elton John, B, Billy Joel, C, Bruce Springsteen, D, James Taylor. The answer is B, Billy Joel. The 1974 album included fan favorites like The Entertainer and showcased his growing reputation as a piano-driven storyteller. Question number 20. On October 3rd, who became MLB's first African-American manager as player-manager of the Cleveland Indians? A, Willie Mays, B, Frank Robinson, C, Hank Aaron, D, Ernie Banks. The answer is B. Frank Robinson. He signed a one-year contract worth about $180,000, making baseball history. Question number 21. On October 1st, which high-profile political scandal's cover-up trial began in Washington, D.C.? A. Iran-Contra. B. Teapot Dome. C. Watergate. D. Lewinsky. The answer is C. Watergate. The trial exposed key figures in the Nixon administration, marking a pivotal moment in American political history. Question number 22. On October 2nd, which baseball legend hit his final National League home run, number 733, while playing for the Atlanta Braves? A. Babe Ruth. B. Hank Aaron. C. Willie Mays. D. Reggie Jackson. The answer is B. Hank Aaron. He closed out his Braves career before being traded to the Milwaukee Brewers. Question number 23. October 30, Ali reclaimed the heavyweight title by tiring out George Foreman with a clever strategy. What was this tactic called? A. Float like a butterfly. B. Rope-a-dope. C. Stick and move. D. Peekaboo. The answer is B. Rope-a-dope. Ali leaned on the ropes to absorb Foreman's punches, let him tire out, then delivered the knockout in the 8th round. Question number 24. October 8th, President Gerald Ford launched the WIN campaign to fight soaring prices. What did WIN stand for? A. Work it now. B. Whip inflation now. C. Win interest negotiations. D. Wage increase notice. The answer is B. Whip inflation now. It was Ford's effort to rally Americans to cut spending and save energy during a time of double-digit inflation. We're almost at the end. Let's see the final question. Question number 25. October 17, a new music TV series taped its pilot with Willie Nelson, later becoming an iconic fixture in American television. What was the show called? A. Soul Train. B. Austin City Limits. C. The Midnight Special. D. Don Kirshner's Rock Concert. The answer is B. Austin City Limits. The pilot was taped with Willie Nelson on October 17th, 1974, launching one of the longest-running music television programs in U.S. history. It paved the way for decades of live, genre-diverse performances. Thanks for joining us on Memory Master Trivia, the quiz show that takes you back in time. We hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. We'll be back with more trivia journeys into other times and memories. Until then, see you next time.